Welcome to CTN Videos. Today we have a tutorial for you. We're going to teach you how to install more RAM on a Macbook Pro. One quick thing I want to tell you before you do any of it, make sure that you unplug your computer and shut it down before you even take apart the computer at any time. If you replace a battery, hard drive, or RAM, or just clean out the fan, unplug it and make sure you have it shut down completely. Not sleeping, shut down. I have tried SPNY, the exact same memory and specifications as this brand Crucial, and it did not work. So I would recommend Crucial. They are about the same price. Crucial is a very brand that is recommended. It also comes with a bonus lifetime warranty. So I would look at that if you are going to upgrade. Okay, we're going to take off all these screws, which I've taken off most of them. I want to really take a quick note. There are 3 longer screws right here. There are these screws. Before taking off the screws and getting into it, I would also recommend to download the Apple guide of doing it. It will be in your manual that you got with the computer if you still have that, or you can look it up online, which I have provided the link in the description below. Okay, so let's take off these 2 screws that are left. These screws are the shorter ones, but they come out the same. Note that there is Loctite in them, so they do have a little. They will fight you a little. Okay. I would recommend putting your screws in a glass container or just plastic, just because you get a nice safe place for your screws so they don't fall off, especially if you're in a carpeted area like me. Okay, so let's zoom in on this. So this screw right here we're going to take off. It's fairly easy. It's just like taking out a normal screw. Just very short. And has Loctite. But that won't do anything. Just make sure you don't strip them out, which can happen if you don't have the correct size screw. Or there can be a couple factors that will strip them out. But nothing that it'll either be turning in the wrong direction or your screwdriver is too small or too big, but still fits in it a little. So I would just recommend making sure your screwdriver fits in there perfectly, and make sure you're doing all the correct things so you do not strip it out. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you will want to lift over here. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Lift right here where the black part is, and then just lift off. Here's your component. I would recommend just blowing on it if with compressed air or just you. Just because this gathers a lot of dust. And if you have dogs or cats, it'll gather their hair, especially if they're around when you're on your computer. And that really does not keep all the stuff out, so it can get here. Right here. And the other computer I did it on had hair all over it, which I do too. Okay, so I have a CRC duster. It is moisture free, and I would recommend that because you do not want any moisture on your computer. Okay. Your fan here brings in a lot of air, along with all this hair, if you can see this, and dust. So you want to blow that away. But make sure not to blow it here, but blow it here, so it doesn't get into your motherboard and get into your fan more. or any other component. Just make sure it's working. Okay, that's pretty good. Doesn't get everything out, but does clean your fan out a little bit, and especially with your case here, this accumulates a lot of dust too. So just make sure every time you do it, because sometimes they do have bursts of gas. Normally it's no moisture, but just double check, because it can get the computer a little wet. But a little bit is okay. It won't ruin it because it is always sucking in the humid air. Okay, I have my manual here. The reason why I'm using this is just so I don't make any mistakes. I want to point out really quick the main components that you see here. This is your fan, as I probably already explained, and motherboard. Right here, you want to touch about right here, the manual will say this, to make yourself even with the electricity, so you get an even charge and you do not shock it. So I'm going to do that again here because I touched the camera. Okay, this is your hard drive right here. It has a little tab so you can pull it out and replace it. And this is your battery, so Apple does not have to replace your battery for you. You can replace it. And that's all the main components. This is your super drive, where you put your CD in. They call it the super drive. It's a CD drive. And okay, let's get moving to putting the RAM in. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit here. It'll be a little foggy, but that's all I have right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this RAM out completely. Just constantly kind of touch the computer just so you're even charged, because you don't want to shock you or the computer, which can ruin it. So it's a pretty odd piece of odd casing, slightly difficult to get out. So you do not want to touch these gold connectors, or else it can ruin your connection, and that's why I'm having trouble getting it out. I don't want to. If you rip off the stickers, it ruins. If you have a warranty, it'll ruin your warranty. So we're trying to pick it out right here. It's snapped on in here, so you just kind of have to push it out. Don't be careful though, because you can ruin the RAM by bending it. Okay, so you have your RAM out, and you want to do the equal charge again. So here you see there's little connectors right here. You're going to want to pinch out, and then the RAM will pop up right like that, and then just gently pull it out. That one gave a little fight, but it came out very well. Okay, so just put this right here. I put it in my case that I have. Okay, I'm just going to touch it again to be safe, because you do not want to ruin the computer. Apple computers are very expensive. So there's another tab right under this tab that you probably can't see that well, but you will see when you get in your computer. This will just make your computer, your RAM, pop right up again. Now, make sure you'll have to pull the top tabs up a little bit too. Make sure that you hold it by these notches. These notches are made for these and for your fingers. Just gives a good place for you to hold it. So put this again just right next to the other one. Okay, so we got the RAM out. Now we just got to put the new RAM in. You can mess up just a little bit with this. It won't do much, it just probably won't boot up that quick. And so I would just recommend just making sure you put it on. When it goes in correctly, you will hear a click. So you put it in. Okay. So you put your new RAM in. If you see this line here, you want to align it with this line, so it'd be this way. Let me just touch this one more time, just in case. Just slide it in like that. And just press down. And pull these back a little bit. That's a firm. When you hear that noise, that means it is all the way in. Okay. No, that was not the RAM breaking. Okay. This one will be a little bit easier. Make sure it's aligned with the lines. Just touch this one more time. I just want to be careful. Just so you don't ruin this computer. Okay. So that's in. Should be. No, not all the way. There we go. So you gotta enter it in a very good angle. So you just press down, and it is firmly in. Okay. That is not the hardest thing to do. And so what you want to do is put your back case on. Just make sure it's on evenly. And then put all your screws on again. Okay. All the screws are in place. Now you just want to power on your computer. Normally when it pops up like this, the RAM is working, but you just want to double check. So go to this Apple logo right here. Click on it. And you'll see down here about this Mac. It's at the very first one. Cannot see this very well, I'm sorry. And then more info. Memory 8 gigs right there. That is, it worked. You can go to memory if you want to double check. Each one's 4 gigs, 8 gigabytes installed. This installation was completely successful. Thank you for watching CTN videos. Please check back soon for more. We might have one on installing a new hard drive in this same MacBook Pro, and to make it a little faster and add some more space, especially if you have a lot of stuff you want to store on the computer, not the external drive, so you have it with you a lot. So visit our website and make sure you get the manual in the description below. Thank you. Bye.